I 28F, growing up, it was just me and my mom. My dad left when I was 5, and she never got over it. She would always say we only had each other, and for most of my life I believed that. I was an only child, and she made sure I knew how much she had sacrificed for me. She would remind me constantly that she never dated seriously because she had to focus on raising me. That wasn't true though. She did date. A lot. But every single one of her boyfriends was awful. Some were emotionally abusive. Some were just losers who never had jobs. Some were straight up addicts. But the pattern was always the same. They would come first, and I would come second. If I ever complained, she would accuse me of being selfish, of not understanding how hard it was for her. When I was 16, I got a full scholarship to a great out-of-state university. It was the opportunity of a lifetime. I was so excited. But when I told my mom, she acted like I had told her I was moving to another country and never coming back. She sobbed. She told me she couldn't handle being alone. She asked how I could abandon her after everything she had done for me. The guilt ate me alive. I turned the scholarship down and went to a local college instead. At 21, I met someone, Sarah. She was kind, smart, and supportive. I thought we had a real future together, but my mom hated her. She would always make little comments about how Sarah was trying to take me away or changing me. Then, my mom got sick. At least, that's what she told me. She acted like she was on the verge of death, so I pulled back from my relationship. I was too busy taking care of my mom. When Sarah tried to talk to me about how unhealthy my relationship with my mother was, my mom convinced me she was being manipulative. I broke up with Sarah. The day after, my mom was miraculously feeling better. That was the moment I started to realize something wasn't right. But by then, I had already lost Sarah. This became a pattern. Every time I got close to someone, my mom would have a crisis. If I talked about moving out, she suddenly had an issue with her heart. If I was happy in a relationship, she would find a way to convince me the person was bad for me. If I even hinted at trying to be more independent, she would guilt trip me into staying. Meanwhile, she refused to work a stable job. I had to help with the bills while still in college. She would spend recklessly, sometimes on expensive skincare, sometimes on things like home decor she didn't need. If I questioned it, she would get defensive and remind me that I owed her for everything she had done for me. At 26, I finally landed a great job at another city. It was everything I had worked for. I told my mom I was moving. She acted like I had betrayed her. She cried. She called me selfish. She told me she just needed one more year to get on her feet financially. I wanted to say no. I knew this was another manipulation. But the guilt was crushing, and I found myself hesitating, convincing myself it was just one more year. That's how she always got me. Then, 2 years later, I met Emily. She was different. She didn't put up with my mom's nonsense. She saw the manipulation for what it was. For the first time, I had someone in my life who was pushing me to break free. When I told my mom I was moving in with Emily, she lost it. She said Emily was controlling me. She said I was abandoning her. But the worst part? I found out through a cousin that my mom had actually called Emily behind my back. She told her I had a history of cheating and anger issues. Complete lies. Emily was heartbroken. She almost left me over it. That was it. That was my breaking point. I confronted my mother, and she didn't even deny it. She just said she was trying to save me from making a mistake. I made a decision right then and there. I was done. I didn't tell her. I planned everything behind her back. I found an apartment. I transferred my job. I made sure my finances were completely separate. And then, when she was out one day, I left. I wrote a letter explaining why I was cutting contact, turned off my phone, and walked out. When she found out, the messages started pouring in. Then the calls. Then the threats. She was furious. She told me I would regret this, that I was ungrateful, that I would be back. I didn't respond.